It's recently come out that rapper Common and singer Jennifer Hudson are dating. You might know about Common's apparent commitment issues and the fact that he's been through a string of relationships with some absolute baddies. And the internet is really divided on the issue, with half the fans screaming at Jennifer, telling her to run away from this man-sized red flag, and the other half speculating that she could be the one to finally hold him down. Common himself says that Jennifer has changed him as a man, and that she really is his person. But has Common really changed for the better? Or is Destiny's Child's sweetheart Jennifer Hudson about to get her heart broken? Common is an all-around decent guy with a loyal fan following, but people definitely aren't supportive of his relationship with Jennifer. The condemnation of this relationship isn't because of Jennifer, but because of Common. Given his past dating track record and some things he said about relationships, people feel like this relationship is predestined to fail. You can see where people might get this idea. Common's been in a lot of dead-end relationships that never really panned out. It's not just that they didn't really lead anywhere, but they also seem like his participation in them was downright toxic. Some of the female celebrities he's dated include Taraji P. Henson, Erykah Badu, and Serena Williams. But when he started dating Angela Rye, we found out just how toxic he really was. The pair started their relationship in 2017, breaking up soon after. It seemed like the run-of-the-mill casual relationship that you see all over Hollywood, and that they'd both just kinda drifted apart. But then it came out that Common couldn't handle being in a serious committed relationship. He never cheated on Angela, that we know of, but he had some deep-seated commitment issues which obviously weren't good for the relationship. After that train wreck of a relationship came to a halt, Common did something smart and entered into therapy to work on himself and try to get through these issues. He only did it for a few months before he decided he'd done enough therapy to be healed. And then he publicly stated in an interview that he was ready to get in a new relationship, settle down, and get married.
You want to be a husband one day. You have a rather famous relationship coach.
Oh yeah, yes, Michelle Obama. She has definitely helped talk me through just certain moments of relationships. We had conversations, and she has given me a lot of wisdom. But one great thing that she told me as I was going through this journey was that you have to understand you're not going to get anybody that's perfect because you're not perfect. So understand that there's some certain things that you will compromise in choosing that partner. But as long as the core values, the values that are most important to you, that person, marks off on that list, then you good.
She gave some good advice there.
That's good wisdom.
That's some really good wisdom there.
We're not here to drag Michelle Obama because she pointed out something that he apparently couldn't see by himself. But honestly, shouldn't Common have known that people aren't perfect to begin with? He met Tiffany Haddish in 2019 when they were working on the movie The Kitchen, and everyone around them could see that they liked each other. It seemed like it was just a matter of time until they announced they were dating. But then Common cut off things with Haddish and got back together with Angela. While it was weird for him to flirt with Tiffany and lead her on for so long, people felt good about his relationship with Angela and expected it to go well. At this point, he'd taken himself to therapy and declared his readiness to tie the knot with the right girl. And he and Angela had a lot of history, so this had to go well, right? Spoiler alert, it did not go well. Common pulled the plug on that relationship when Angela voiced her desire to have kids. Common immediately recoiled from her remarks about having kids with him because he didn't think he wanted to have more kids. And just to make things even more messy, when his relationship with Angela ended again, he was sniffing around Tiffany Haddish again. Since Tiffany had some pretty strong feelings for him, she gave Common a chance. The two were dating in early 2020 and shacked up together during lockdown. But they kept the relationship on the down low for quite a while. Their relationship reveal was adorable. Tiffany was on an Instagram Live with Gabrielle Union and Dwayne Wade when she revealed Common was in the background behind her. Everybody was in love with these two as a couple because they were so cute. But then Tiffany started saying she wanted kids, saying that she wanted to foster some kids because she herself was a foster kid. And while Common started to get twitchy at that point, they managed to work it out and keep on going. Then for Tiffany's 41st birthday, she said this in an interview, "I'm just hoping me and my man, we going hot air ballooning and have us a nice little meal. That's what I would like to do. Every birthday, I try to do something I've never done before. I feel like it's an exciting way to live life. On my 39th birthday, I got drunk with my grandma, never done that before. And on my 40th birthday, I had a bat mitzvah, and that was super fun. This birthday, 41, I want to go up in a hot air balloon." You want to guess what Common didn't do with her? He sure didn't go on any hot air balloon ride with her for her birthday. All she got was some flowers. But instead of getting super upset about it, Tiffany said she wanted him to propose to her and get her some real estate. Here's his response to that. So with Tiffany being so outspoken about wanting kids and pressuring him to get married, that was the kiss of death for their relationship, and it was over in November 2021. Common says that the reason none of his relationships ever really stick is because he's too picky about them. He said in his memoir that it's basically always in the back of his mind that the relationship will end, or that his partner is going to disappoint him somehow, or that they'll expose a new side of themselves that he just can't handle. He said he loves to be loved, but when things get too real too fast, he can drop it all just as fast as he picked it up. Since that Tiffany Haddish debacle, Common really hasn't been public about his love life. That is, until he was recently seen out and about with Jennifer Hudson. Of course, her fans are alarmed by the relationship, and they're screaming from the rooftops that she should run. And with all of the info we have about Common and his past relationships, and everything he's revealed about his commitment issues and insecurities, we're not sure we can blame them. But let's not forget that Jennifer isn't some sort of relationship expert herself. In 2008, she was engaged to pro wrestler David Otunga and had a son with him. Their relationship ended in 2017. David says Jennifer cheated on him, while Jennifer claims he committed domestic violence against her. So if Common is messy, it's not like messy is something she's new to. With Common being a rapper and Hudson being a singer, they were pretty familiar with each other and interacted with each other a lot. But it wasn't until 2022 when they both worked on the action thriller movie Breathe together with other stars like Mila Jovovich that they started taking an interest in each other. That's pretty understandable, as they play a husband and wife couple in the movie and likely spent a lot of time close to each other. But in May this year, they were spotted in Malibu on a date, and pictures of the couple set the internet on fire. Jennifer initially shot down the dating rumors, stating this in an interview. "People create their narratives of it. We shot a film together and he played my husband. We gotta eat in between that moments." But one source revealed that wasn't true. They've known each other for years. Things took a romantic turn while they were filming in Philadelphia over the summer. When the day's shoot wrapped, they'd always find their way to each other's side. Which, if that's true, then that's just cuteness overload, and we can't imagine why they wouldn't want to gush about it. But to each their own, I guess. The two are still in a place where they're trying to downplay the seriousness of the relationship, but anyone with eyes and some common sense can tell that it's actually a relationship and it's getting serious. Common flew to London to support Jennifer and her award-winning musical A Strange Loop, which, if you haven't heard, she's recently become an EGOT because of this show that she co-produced. An EGOT is someone who has won an Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, and Tony. So it's obviously doing well. An insider had this to say about it. "There has been speculation for months regarding whether or not they're together, but the fact that they've traveled all the way to London together just shows they're very much an item." That's fair. We probably wouldn't celebrate a monumental victory like that with just anyone, and we definitely wouldn't travel to another country with someone we didn't intimately trust. The source continued, "They arrived at the show individually to avoid any commotion, but away from prying eyes, they were very much in each other's company." People are pointing out that flying to a whole other continent isn't exactly something a guy does for a fling, and they're speculating that Jennifer Hudson could just be the one that finally locks him down. An insider close to Common says that he feels like she's the one, and that she's different from any of the women he's previously dated. He was initially impressed with her EGOT status, and she's always keeping him on his toes. He's pretty vocal about how much he's enjoying the chase with Jennifer, which is good because insiders are saying that Jennifer made him chase her hard. He also says she's funny, smart, and checks all the boxes that he's always been looking for in a relationship. He even says that she completes him. So it seems like Common is absolutely smitten with Hudson, but people don't give this relationship very good odds. One fan wrote, "Common and Jennifer Hudson, for some reason I'm not optimistic." Another said, "Jennifer gonna soon find out that Common belongs to the community and/or he's for the people." Someone else said, "Never judge a book by its cover. On the outside, Common looks like an intellectual, sensible man. Instead, he's, if toxic, was a person." What are your guys' thoughts on this? Has Common actually changed, or is he for the streets? Tell us your opinion down in the comments and make sure you subscribe to stay up to date with our latest videos.